try and get away.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, London!
I caught this bloke snooping around your truck, Mac.
You were at Frank's bar last night. You tailing me?
You got it all wrong, man.
Who's your boss?
I'm an independent contractor. All right, Eli, club sensation.
Oh, I know that guy. He's a weasel.
Keep talking.
I get a merchandise now and then.
Guns, drugs, or women?
Take your pick, hot stuff.
Can you keep him on ice for a while?
Absolutely.
I didn't do anything.
I seriously doubt that.
Absolutely not. I don't believe I've seen you like this before, Father. What's going on between you two? I need answers. Headaches put me in a deadly mood. You better watch yourself.
No, Cousin Lee. Haven't you read the signs on my luggage? Handle with care. I'm not window shopping, Cousin Lee. Time you got with my mood.
You'll never find it.
Now you can pay for that shit.
Where Dr. Fumito Ito and a team of trauma surgeons are standing by.
Found a possible internal bleeding.
Okay, who we have?
By the time Bruce arrives, 1.5 hours have passed since the accident. Amazingly, he's awake and able to talk.
He's crashing. He's crashing.
Suddenly, Bruce takes a turn for the worse. For the second time that day, Bruce feels his spirit leaving his body. When Dr. Ito opens up Bruce's abdomen, he finds a horrifying mess of splintered bone and unrecognizable organs.
Based on what we saw in his abdominal trauma causing some bleeding, but when we opened his abdomen, it was beyond what we expected.
Severed arteries, a fractured spinal column, broken ribs, and disconnected organs sit in a massive pool of blood. After cinching the severed arteries, doctors turn their attention to the organ with the most damage, his small intestine.
Most of the small intestines look black, which means they were dead. And some of the small intestines, which means they were dying. We did damage control surgery.
Doctors must save at least 100 centimeters of intestine for Bruce to live through the surgery. At the end of the grueling 2.5-hour surgery, doctors have managed to save exactly 100 centimeters of intestines. But Bruce is still barely clinging to life.
Bruce, how you feeling?
The same.
Please give me a second. Shit. No!
좋았던 그날, 그는 그녀를 보지 않았다. 그녀는 밤새 숨어 있었고, 그녀가 진짜 가고 싶은 곳이 어딘지 생각했다.
좋아?
그래.
I have a loving boyfriend who cares deeply for me. He works hard and is always there for me.
Did you know coffee can kill you? The lethal amount is around 100 cups. Essentially, overdosing on caffeine. And the average person craves more coffee after the first cup than they did before. And I must say, after I'm finished with my cup of coffee, you'll be finished as well. I used to have this stepfather. He was a strict man. He and I never saw eye to eye, and he relieved his stress in two ways: by drinking and beating on my mother. I was 14 years old. What was I to do? There was this time when I was out shopping and I saw this jacket that I really wanted. And I didn't feel like I needed to pay the asking price, so I took it.
Mr. Sakashita.
Shut the fuck up when adults are talking. And on my way out, I was stopped for shoplifting. And they held me until my stepfather could come pick me up. And, although diplomatic in public, when I returned home that night, he beat me in a drunken rage for not only dishonoring our family, but for proving to him that he was right, that I was scum, a thief. And the hardest part of that was seeing my mother watch me helplessly. A week later, after the swelling subsided, after I could eat, after I could show myself in public, I snuck into his room and I stabbed him repeatedly in the neck with a letter opener. And as he choked and drowned on his own blood, there was a moment of clarity. Because he knew exactly why I was standing over here. Just like you know exactly why you're here today. And you know as well what's going on. This can all just stop if you just tell me what happened. Now, because of all this unwanted heat between us and the Russians, I'm forced to lay low at my mother's house. I hate bringing this upon my mother. And as for you, I'm gonna let the Russians decide how they want to get their coke.